Long, long ago, in a land far away, there came a day when a little egg went crack, and out popped a tiny birdie. Its mother fed it, and its siblings chirped happily beside it. The world seemed perfect. The little bird watched its siblings spread their wings and learn to fly. At first, they flapped awkwardly, struggling to stay in the air. But with practice, they grew stronger. One by one, they left the nest, soaring through the sky. But the little bird never tried. It was comfortable in the nest, where food came without effort and danger seemed far away. Why struggle, it thought. Flying looks difficult. What if I fall? Soon there came a day when the bird was alone in the nest. Her mother had stopped bringing food, hoping she would leave and find her own way. Its tummy went grumble, grumble, super hungry, but its legs said, "No way, too scary," because even when you're hungry, sometimes being brave is the hardest thing. One day, a strong wind shook the tree. The nest swayed dangerously. The little bird clung to the twigs, terrified. Then, with a loud snap, a branch broke and the nest tilted. The bird tumbled out, falling fast toward the ground. Its heart went boom, boom, boom. It flapped its little wings, whump, whump, whump. But they were still sleepy. Uh-oh, the ground was coming closer, faster. Then whoosh! It caught the wind and wibbled and wobbled back up, up, up. It was flying, but not well. The bird wobbled and dropped, barely managing to stay above the ground. Exhausted, it landed on a rock. It had never been so tired. Looking up at the sky, it saw other birds soaring with ease. They made flying look easy. The little bird sighed. "I should have practiced, but now it's too late." An owl perched nearby heard this and chuckled. "Too late?" it said. "The only thing stopping you is your own doubt." The little bird hesitated. Could it still learn? Could it still fly like the others? The little bird looked down at its trembling wings. They felt weak, but something inside it stirred. A small voice whispered, "Try again." Taking a deep breath, it spread its wings and flapped. It barely lifted off the rock before falling back down. Frustration filled its heart. "Maybe I'm just not meant to fly," it thought. The old owl chuckled again. "No one is born knowing how to fly. Even the strongest birds once struggled. Keep trying." Encouraged, the little bird flapped again, this time harder. It rose a little higher, but then tipped sideways and landed with a thud. It hurt, but something was different. It had stayed in the air longer than before. Determined now, the bird practiced every day. It flapped, glided, and fell, again and again. At times, doubt crept in. The ground felt safer. The effort was tiring. But every time it wanted to quit, it remembered its siblings soaring freely above. "If they can do it, so can I," it reminded itself. One morning, as the sun painted the sky in golden hues, it spread its wings once more. This time, something felt different. The air carried it higher than ever before. It flapped less, glided more, and for the first time felt the true joy of flying. It soared above the trees, over rivers and valleys. The world below looked vast and beautiful. The wind whispered through its feathers, no longer an enemy, but a friend. The little bird that once feared falling was now dancing with the sky. Looking down, it saw the owl watching. The owl nodded. "You never forgot to fly. You only forgot to try." A smile spread across the bird's heart. It had wasted so much time in fear, but in the end, it had learned the truth. Failure isn't falling down, it's refusing to rise again. And with that, the little bird flew toward the sky, free at last. This story teaches an important lesson. Staying where it's comfy feels safe, but you'll never learn to fly if you don't try. And trying, even when we fall, is the only way to succeed.